All right, so it's Tuesday. Thank you guys for being on here. Um, some good stuff is happening, guys. This Zija stuff that's now out. Make sure. Well, two things. One, I don't think it's been well promoted because I've had a few people have had trouble getting into their back office. Do not click the little welcome button thing,
Yeah.
the little checkbox, and make sure that your teams know. Don't click that little box because that's only for Zija people to click that box because then that lets them open up their own account. So if you have somebody says, hey, I tried to get in my account, I couldn't get in, the first thing you want to ask them is go back to the login and do not click the little Zija welcome box thing. Okay, so make sure that everybody knows do not click that. Next, if they want to see what products Zija offers, they need to scroll all the way down to the bottom of the orders. So click orders, go all the way down the bottom, and you'll see Zija. And there's two categories. There's a stuff that's actually coming over for Isagenix, and then there's stuff that's while supplies last. And the while supplies last is stuff that Zija offers, but Isagenix is not bringing over, at least now. Okay, so obviously, like there's a Zija meal replacement. Isagenix isn't going to bring over a Zija meal replacement. We've got that down, right? They've got a water purifier and a water filter and some other stuff like that. I would tell you guys, don't buy that because Isagenix is not going to continue providing the filter program for that container. It's like a Brita. It almost looks like a Brita water purifier. So don't promote your people to buy that. However, if they want to try some of the other stuff, and I use my IsoBody coupon because I just want to try it. So I got like the toothpaste, deodorant, because I like the non-chemical based deodorants. So I thought I'd try that because right now I buy the Melaleuca deodorant. So I'm going to try this one and see, right? So that's a big thing I would tell you guys to make sure that your people know how to look at the Zija products that are available. The one that I'm hearing the most about is there's like their XM or XM Plus, and the XM Plus has got caffeine in it. So it's like a little boost. So I ordered some of that because I'm always into trying stuff like that, just because I want to kind of see how it feels on my body. So that would be something to be aware of. Whoever Tracy is, she needs to mute herself. There, I took care of it. All right. So I would just, again, tell your people how to get to the Zija products and how to look at them and make sure they know the difference. Because if they fall in love with something that's on the while supplies last, it ain't going to be around for long. It's only going to be around until that packaging runs out, right? The next thing is Celebration is coming. Encourage people to get onto Celebration. We're going to be giving away all kinds of stuff throughout Celebration to anybody that is on this Zoom line during Celebration. We're going to do multiple drawings every day for people that are on at that time. They don't have to stay on, but when we do these drawings, we're going to take the drawing from the people that are on at that moment. So be on, be available, make sure people know to be on and be available. And then I think we're going to try to figure out some way to do like a happy hour kind of thing. So at some point we'll do that as well. So make sure that people know about Celebration. It's really going to be important for people who have never done it. Martha, I would tell you, actually, if you've got anytime you've got to be able to be on there, because it's going to teach you a lot about other stuff of Isagenix, and it's also going to help you, hopefully, give you some ideas on how to grow your business and do some stuff with your business. So I would encourage those of you who haven't been to an Isagenix event before to be on there because it will definitely be good. Trey says they're going to ask for ID numbers. So that'll be important to know your ID number so that you can log into it. So, but those are the big things for Celebration and for Zija. Isagenix extended the $100 instant consultant program through NYKO. So anybody that becomes a consultant gets the $100 if they become a consultant within the first 30 days of becoming this. Okay, so make sure that your people know that. This incentive that we started yesterday, that's a team incentive. You guys need to be aware of that. You're going to get 1 point for enrolling someone. you're going to get 2 points for creating a consultant. And then you get 6 points if you become a manager or if you create a manager. Okay. So if, and I'll use Martha again because she's not one yet. So if Martha became a manager, she would get 6 points. And I would get, because I enrolled her, so I would get 6 points also, right? If you have 5 points or more, you're going to be eligible for the top enroller or the top point earner for the week. At the end on Sunday, I'm going to take the top 3 point earners, divide $500 by I've got $500. I'm going to divide however many points are generated between those top 3. So let's say that the top 3 people generate 30 points total, right? So I'm going to divide 500 by 30, and then that'll be how much each point is worth that the top enrollers have. So we'll divide the $500 out that way. So just make sure, and I use the points from the Leader in Action form, okay? 1 point for enrolling somebody, 2 points for creating a consultant, and 6 points for becoming or creating a manager, okay? So I really want you guys to make sure that you're aware of that and you know how to do that. Any of you that are going for something higher than manager, like I know Michaela, you're going for executive, I will reach out to me, let me know that you're going for something that's director or higher, and we will assign points for that. I think it's 10. I think that if you look at the Leader in Action form, I believe it's 10 points for manager or director, or director or executive. And if whatever those points are, that's how many points it's worth. I only went to manager because I didn't want to cause confusion, but if you go for something higher, then it's going to be more points, okay? I also posted all of the people who have earned any points, and this is just in my 16 PET. So April, if you look at yours, Stephanie, if you look at yours, Carly, you look at yours, your 16 PET, there's a report in your back office right now that will show you your Leader in Action points for anybody that's in your 16 PET. I would encourage you to copy and paste all of those people, because all of those people have earned points in the Fiji contest, okay? They may or may not even know that they're even in a contest or they have the ability to be in a contest, but they did earn points. And so it might get some people to go, oh, wow, holy crap, I didn't realize I had actually earned points. And so maybe they'll pay a little bit more of attention and try to go for something. You have 2 months that way you don't actually have to earn points in every category. So this was the last, so you got May and June, both of those months, even if they didn't get points in every category, they're still in the race, okay? Now, starting July, if they didn't get points May and June, starting July, they've got to get points in every category. But for those of you who are going for it, it looks like right now it's a little high, and I think that number is going to come down, but right now it's averaging someplace around 50 points per month is what you need to be in the top 115. Now, I think that number is going to continue to drop as an average, but we'll see how that works out, okay? And because I'm still not on the board, and I know, in fact, nobody from the team is on the board yet, but I know we're not too far out. So I would just tell you, make sure that you're aware that that contest exists and that it's not too late for somebody to try to step up and get involved, especially people that haven't rank advanced at all. If they haven't rank advanced or they haven't enrolled somebody, they're really the people that can get the most points the fastest. So somebody who like Michaela, she's going for executive. So if she hits executive, or actually say when she hits executive, she's going to get all the points for creating all those consultants. But Kelly D, who enrolled Michaela, is going to get big points, right? Carla got huge points, 2 weeks ago, because Karen hit 1 star. So Michaela, in your case, so that you can get more points, if you get somebody to get to manager, that's going to be huge points, right? Any of you that can get somebody to get to manager, that's big points, okay? So again, just because I see Martha's face, if I can get, I'm going to get you to manager because I need those points. So you need manager, right? So that's the kind of stuff that I want you guys to realize that's important. So Andrew, you can actually help Michaela get big points, or you could totally screw her and just say, hey, you're not doing it. Just say, I'm out, not doing it. So, but yeah, so that's kind of the way that this is working. this incentive is really cool from the aspect that it's more about getting the people that you've enrolled to do something than it is about you doing something. So I've got a friend of mine, I don't see him very often, but his name's Bob Durka. I won't tell you his exact name, but I would like for him to actually do something so that he can enroll some people, because I could get some points out of that. So if anybody sees him, make sure he knows it'd be cool if he would actually, you know, enroll some people and get me some points. So that'd be good stuff. Right? And also April Shaw, Moxie Free would be awesome. All right. Okay. So that's the story on the Focus to Fiji points and the Zija company. Celebration, I'm sure they're going to talk more about the Zija products and how those products are going to fit into the Isagenix protocol. Okay, it's going to be really important for everybody to figure out how that works. Okay, you guys probably saw it, so I won't go over everything, but just know that we did catch up on all of our contests. I see Danny Lazan's on here. Danny got the clean sweep this week because he got $125 in Amazon coupon or Amazon gift certificates. He got $105 in cash because he was the top enroller for that week, and he also won the Instapot. So well done, Danny, and congratulations on what you're doing. And the other really cool thing about what he did is he was actually enrolling people with value packs. I think he ended up getting 2 or 3. How many value packs did you get, Danny?
Just one. I had a couple premium packs in there too.
Okay,
one value pack.
Okay. Well done. Seriously, you did really well that week. So whatever you were doing, go back and do that again.
Thank you.
All right. And then Michaela earned a $25 gift certificate. And then Marlo's not on here, but he got $50, and he also got second place in the top earner points. And third place went to Laura Roseanne. And so that's the people that earned the most points and did the most with enrolling. So just be aware of that's how that went down, right? Oh, and Leslie won because she's the one that, when I did that drawing for the send me your cart, Leslie won the some swag. So Leslie, you're going to be getting something that Tracy and Victoria put together today for sending me your cart, and then I drew your name from that. Again, just because I have it in here as notes, if you can be on Celebration, guys, please be on, because we are going to give away a lot of stuff. We've got all kinds of team swag. We've got a bunch of Isagenix backpacks and some other Isagenix swag that we're going to give away throughout all those contests. So I would encourage you guys to be on there. And that's kind of it. I'm going to go over something that, and Carla, I actually kind of stole some comments that you made to me as part of what I want to talk about tonight. But when I'm going through just so you guys know, when we do these contests, we do these drawings, we spend a lot of time when we do the drawings of looking at the person that won. So what I do is I take that as an opportunity. So let's say that, like, when Leslie won, but I don't just go, oh, wow, Leslie won. Then I do a few things. I look and see, 1, is she active? 2, is she an IsaBody? And then the next thing I look at is how many people have they enrolled, and and the people that they've enrolled, are those people active? Okay. So those are the things that we look at every single time, like everybody. And that's why it takes so long to go through these team meetings, because every time that somebody wins something, I literally look at every one of those categories. And then sometimes if I go to their tree, then I kind of look at where they're at on the tree and how many points they have and all this kind of stuff. The thing that I've got to tell you guys is that retention is everything in this business. Okay. Getting somebody signed up is fantastic, right? But getting somebody to stay is next level. And the best way that I can tell you to get people to stay is to engage them. And here's the thing. A lot of you are busy doing other things. If you're busy doing other things, don't try to be the only point of that person's engagement. You've got to engage them in the team. So you've got to engage them in great nutrition. You've got to engage them in working from the beach. You've got to engage them in the fact that this Tuesday team call exists. Celebration coming up gives you another level of opportunity to engage them. So if you've enrolled people recently and you're not telling them about Great Nutrition, you're not telling them, hey, in addition to just getting in the page, go and fill out the new member sign up for the team. Because if they fill that out, then one, it makes it a whole lot easier if they win, because we can just go and find them and we can send them stuff. The next thing is that they get a monthly newsletter from us unless they opt out. So if you'll get them to sign up with the team sign up, then they can, then they get connected that way as well. So maybe they're doing like I do when I get an email and I'm swiping away and deleting it every time. But every now and then they might see something, they go, oh, I want to look at that. And then they look at it. Or let's say a year from now, they get one of the emails because they didn't opt out and they go, oh, I'm ready to order Isagenix again. It's so important, you guys, to engage your people in the community. Because if you're not engaging them in the community, then that leaves only you being responsible for keeping them engaged. And if you're doing other stuff, you're not going to keep them engaged well. Okay? Engage them in the community. Engage them in the team shreds every month. Engage them in the opportunity to have the calls. Engage them in celebration that's coming up. Engage them in the podcast. Stephanie does a call every Thursday where she's got some great speakers that come on there every Thursday. Engage them in Stephanie's calls that she does every Thursday. Carla got a team call. Engage them in that team call. Oh, I can't meet on Tuesdays at 6. It doesn't work for me. Fantastic. There's other opportunities for you to hear and to be involved with the team. So don't miss out on those opportunities. Make sure that they know about these other calls that happen, because, and I know Carla's doing a phenomenal job, or not Carla's doing a phenomenal job too, but Stephanie's doing a phenomenal job with getting different speakers to come on and talk. And there's a lot of work to that, you guys. It's a lot of work. And if you're not taking advantage of that, I guess I'm just asking you why. Why would you not take advantage of those opportunities to let your team know that those conversations are happening and that they're there? Because the retention of your team is solely based on how engaged they are with the community. Because if they don't engage the community, what happens is they do the nutrition, they may have as a result, they may not have a result, but the ability for them to stay is almost non-existent. And when I go through some of you, when I look at some of your positions and I see somebody that you have that's listed as a consultant, if I don't know that person's name, then I know they're not engaged in the community, because I know the names, guys. If they're winning anything, if they're earning anything, if they're involved in anything, I at least recognize the name. And I can look, a lot of you guys, I can look at your teams and I can see consultants that you have, and I'm like, who the hell is that? And because I've never heard them before. Because either they're made up, meaning that you've got a position that you've just created for the purpose of rank advancing, which is fine, we've all done it, or they're just not engaged at all, and the chance of them staying around is almost non-existent. So please, please, please engage your people in these contests. And the more that you share in the team pages, the more likely they are to comment in the team pages. Because and I'll talk about Bob, right? So if Bob's in the team page and he doesn't ever comment, but he's got somebody that's in the team page, those people aren't going to comment either. Because if you're not commenting, they're not going to comment, because they're not going to see it, because the algorithms aren't going to show up for them. You commenting forces the people that you're Facebook friends with to see that action happening. And that's why it's so important for all of you to comment in the pages, because the more you comment in the pages, the more likely it is for people that you've enrolled to also see what's going on in those pages. Tag some of the people once in a while. Hey, congratulations on cycling. Congratulations on doing something. Congratulations on completing a cleanse day. Congratulations on ordering a pack. Congratulate your downline. Congratulate the people that you've enrolled so that they can see something is happening and it'll force them to go to the page. Go ahead, Carla.
Well, I think it would be valuable if anybody who has a thought about it could just answer why you think, like, why you don't engage your people. I'll be honest and tell you why I don't, but I think it would be valuable for all of us to know what your feelings are about why you don't. because we don't for everybody. I definitely don't. I've enrolled well over 200 people, and I do not add them all to Working from the Beach. I'm be honest, I don't. I don't add them all to Great Nutrition right away. I don't tell them all about the Tuesday night calls. You want me to tell you why?
Yeah.
I think it's too much. I'm making that decision for them is the problem with that whole equation. So you decide how you want to do it, but whenever you make those decisions for people, you just remember that you're deciding for somebody else what they want. And when I say it to myself like that, that's not cool.
Yeah.
So a day at a time, all in one email. This is what we have for team engagement. Love to see you on it. However you do it. I just want to say that you need to invite them. No, because it shouldn't be up to us to make that decision. We don't know what people are at, and they might not want to tell us that they need money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if anybody else has any other reason that they don't have everybody doing everything, or are you and they're not, then I would ask them so that we know. I think all that information is valuable.
Yeah, and honestly, Carla, I've done it for the same reason. I've enrolled people that haven't put in Working from the Beach before because I'm like, they're probably not interested in business, but that's me pre-qualifying somebody's position, right? So if I pre-qualify them, if I'm sitting there going, oh, you know what, I'll bet they wouldn't be interested. Well, how the hell do I know? How do I know what their financial situation is, right? And even if their financial situation is fantastic, a lot of times people that make money don't mind making a little bit more, right? So it's really important not to prejudge. It's like somebody asked the question today in the Working from the Beach page or in the messenger group, what pack do I send somebody? Did you ask them to pick or did you pick it for them? Right? When somebody asks you, what do I start with? Why would you not just send in the ISA product link or your link and say, here's the common 30-day packs, take a look at these and see what you think? Because they might go, oh, wow, I didn't think it was going to be this. I'll do the value pack, right? Yeah, that's what I want. Because otherwise you're prejudging what they want. How much is it? I don't know. Which one do you want? What do you want to start with? Send them the link and let them choose. Send them the link and then, but here's the thing, send them the link and follow up, you guys. If you send them the link, if you send them the choices and don't follow up, then that doesn't do you any good. But if you send them the choices and then they go, oh, I'm interested in this, or no, I'm not really interested in spending that, I'd be more interested, then you can have the conversation. But if you don't give them all the options, then again, you're pre-qualifying what they want, because you don't know if they were considering some other medical treatment or, some sort of a surgery or some sort of injections or whatever that they may have been planning on spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, Isagenix value pack doesn't look so bad compared to what I was considering, right? You just don't know. So I would really, really, really encourage you to do that. I've really taken to, but many of you have said it, but I'm giving the credit to Michaela because she kind of put the challenge on me about sending these carts out. And so what I'm doing now is I send out my guide, right? So I go to my back office and pull out my little guide, send that to them, send them that link, and then tell them this is what they can choose from. And then let that person choose which one they want. And then once they choose what they want, then we get them going, right? Instead of me saying, oh, you should probably start with a basic 30-day. Because I'll be honest, I default to a basic 30-day 90% of the time if I'm the one making the call. But if I send them the option, the last 2 people I've enrolled, I've sent them the option and both of them have gone with the premium pack. Okay? Because I sent them the option instead of prejudging for them. Okay? So I would tell you guys, don't prejudge. That's a big thing. So, all right. Anybody else have comments on, like Carlos making the suggestion? Is there anybody else that wants to, why you don't engage them more? Your link, Bob, is if you go to your back office, go to resources, it'll give it's like www. whatever your username is, .isagenix/guide, GUIDE. And then that's going to be your link. And then you send them that link and then they can look at everything on there. I think it's guide. I think it's slash guide, unless somebody tells me it's different, but I think it's guide.
I think something helpful to help us feel less stressed about inviting people is if we had one PDF or like image of like Monday, here's this, Tuesday, here's this, Wednesday, here's this. And I know there's a ton of calls, but I know like Carla and Heidi is Monday, our team calls Tuesday. I think something else is Wednesday. Stephanie has Thursday. So maybe if somebody smart could make that up, that'd be
I'll have
helpful.
Victoria put it together. I'll have Victoria make it, but here's the thing. Or unless Stephanie, if you've already got it, or Carla, if you guys have already got it. If nobody already has it, then I'll have Victoria reach out to the people that I know that do calls, Carla and Stephanie specifically. But if there's somebody else that has a call that you're aware of, then I can have her get with them as well. Or you can send me a message, whatever. But yeah, absolutely, that's a good idea, April. We can do that.
Well, we put it in an email. So here's the link to Battle Buddies. Here's what it is, da da da. And then we text them and say, make sure you look at the email.
No,
Like-
the actual calls, like all of the calls, like Tuesday this call, Wednesday this call, Thursday this call, to let everybody know the different calls. Because I know
Okay,
your call
well-
is every Sunday, right?
It's Monday, but I don't know that we want 50 people.
That's right.
call.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because we have a separate call so that it is personalized. I'm not trying to be a bee right now. I'm just saying we have a separate call because it's more
That's
personalized.
fine. Yeah, so we could, but I know Stephanie's is wide open. So
Yeah.
that's a Thursday one. So yeah, that's fine. If you're doing a specific team one, then I don't disagree with you at all. If you're doing something that's more general, then just let me know. We can put that on the list. But right now, I know that Stephanie's got hers on Thursdays, and it's always the same time, same day on Thursday. Okay. All right, cool. I'll have Victoria put something together for ours and for Stephanie's, and then maybe she can look up the different podcasts or not the podcast, but Team Isagenix has some calls as well that she can track and figure out what they are. Okay. All right. That was kind of the main thing I want to talk about tonight, guys. Honestly, was just this idea that you've got to engage your team, you guys. I mean, there's money. There is, and I'm going to follow on something that I started last week. I'm not going to go into big detail on it, but I want you guys to know this also. Carla's, and we talked about this last week, but Party Light, this is another example, you guys, of a company that did something that's just, quite honestly, kind of mind-blowing. They created it to where now they sent out a link, told everybody you had to sign off on this link. If they don't sign off on the link, then they're automatically going to be attached directly to the company. So they're no longer going to be, it would be like if all of you guys didn't see the link and none of you signed the link, then now you're buying your products directly from Isagenix. So imagine you're with a company that basically sends out everybody a message that says, hey, if you don't agree to these terms, then you're no longer going to be in your current downline. You're just going to be buying your products directly from Isagenix. That would kill all of business owners, right? And all of you guys, because how many of your people actually know that aren't engaged? There's people that don't even know that Zija exists as a part of Isagenix, and we talk about it all the time. Okay, so that happened. Then, in addition to that, Carla said they changed the comp plan. They changed it from getting paid 38% to getting paid like 20 or 25%. So they all took a big percentage cut on what they earned. These are, and the reason I'm telling you guys this is because if you know someone that was with Party Light, then I would tell you that you need to be reaching out and saying hello, because their income just got dramatically impacted. It's very much the same thing of what happened with Advocare. Okay, so their income got dramatically impacted. So I would tell you to go out and contact people that you know, or even reach out and say, hey, I'm looking for somebody that was with Party Light or whatever. Be as blunt as you want to be, as blunt as you are comfortable being, and start asking for these people. Because, and here's the next thing I would tell you, it's not it's equally about the products, but it's also for people that are looking for a new business. It's also about the comp plan. Okay. If Isagenix did to us what Party Light just did to their people, I'm not going to be waiting 2 or 3 days or weeks to find a new company. I'm going to be looking quickly, right? And I would tell you guys, that's why you need to go out and look. Yes, it does look a little bit, I'm sure that the top leaders of these companies are getting hit right and left, but they're going to get, they're looking for a place to go. I promise you, they're looking for a place to go. And if you reach out and connect with them, especially if you have a natural connection with them, then the opportunity exists for you to be able to bring them over as a business income person for your team. So make sure that you're aware of that. When you hear that's why it's so important for you guys to be in connection with other network marketing people that are with other companies. Because as these companies start to change, and as especially these ones that are not private, these ones that are publicly traded or connected to publicly traded companies, they're probably the ones that have the biggest opportunity to have change happen that they really don't have much control over. Okay, so I would tell you to make sure that you've got a network of people that are in other network marketing companies, because when these other companies fall out for whatever reason, that gives you another resource of people to connect with. Okay, just be aware of that, and be aware of when you're hearing things about other network marketing companies, changing their programs or something like that, it does give you the opportunity to start looking and making some connection. For those of you who do Instagram, I would encourage you maybe to start, hashtag some Party Light comments in there, okay? Because it'll show up on the Party Light thing and might get you some additional followers from that organization. So if you're doing Instagram or you're hashtagging different things, I would say Party Light's a good one to hashtag, at least for the next few weeks. Okay. All right. Any other questions or comments? No? All right. I'm going to make tonight kind of short because we got celebration coming up this week. Please be on, be engaged. More important than you guys being engaged, make sure that your team knows that it's happening, because I'd love to see a lot more faces on there. And again, they don't have to stay on, jump off, whatever you want to do. But, and if you don't know the details to what, how to get on, you've got to be in the Working from the Beach page. Okay. So if you know someone who's interested, make sure that they're in the Working from the Beach page so that we can invite them to the team chat, if you will, that's going to happen for celebration. All right. Wouldn't miss it. Very cool.
Hey, Brent.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can I say something?
Absolutely.
I think it was April that I got this from a few years ago when, I do a lot of my connecting, I try to get people on the phone. I try to get people on the phone, or would be belly to belly, but that's a little tough right now, but I really try to get people on the phone because I really like to create dialogue with people and, get that going back and forth. And I think it was April that said, lead in with the business builder pack, the value pack, and then work your way down to the basic pack instead of prejudging, as we talked about earlier, and just thinking they can only afford a basic pack. I think if you add more value in the products and you add more value in the systems, at least I believe so, if I lead in with, some of the higher end packs and then work my way back down. And I think that's why I get a lot of premium packs and value packs, because, you give people 3 or 4 options. A lot of people will try to start in the middle somewhere, and that's what I've found that, when I used to just go in and talk about the 30-day basic pack, like many of us do, right? I think when you learn the products more and you learn, why we're taking this product and that product and what's in the products and, be able to handle all those objections, I really have a lot of strong belief that if you do start up top and come down, you will increase the, not only your PIB, which is nice, but you will increase the, the BV in the packs that you get people enrolled on. So I just wanted to share that.
No, that's a great point. You know, we used to talk about good, better, best, right? All the time. And that is still a great, and it's actually best, better, good, right? Is the way that you should present it, top down. But yeah, if you promote it that way and talk about it that way, you're really going to have, you're going to have a better opportunity at least to have them pick something, you know, that makes sense, right? Because they understand why. They understand the system behind it. So I would definitely encourage you to look at it that way. I was trying to think if there's anything else. Before we go. Okay. So anybody else? Questions, comments, concerns? Go ahead, Michelle.
If you guys could keep Dan Miker in your thoughts, he finally had his knee procedure done.
Oh,
He was in quite a lot of pain, but during COVID, they wouldn't do it. And he finally had it done yesterday. So he's, I talked to him yesterday, he's doing pretty good. And I talked to Angie, she said he was doing good too.
Well, good.
okay. Yeah, if you guys, you know, go to his page, you know, wish him his best and all that kind of stuff, that'd be awesome.
He probably won't like it, but I mean, he'll like that people reach out, but he doesn't like the attention, so
Well, we'll give him lots of
be gentle.
right.
An easy way to invite people to the celebration thing would be to invite them to the workouts that they're hosting before the general session. So there's like a yoga and a different kind of boot camp thing. So they have a few different trainers doing the workouts. So that would be an easy invite.
Cool. Is that every day before April? Is that when that is? I didn't look.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Good stuff. All right, I will, I'll wrap it up with the, you share, they share, so you guys can, you know, unless somebody here wants to volunteer to do it. Anybody? Michaela? Going for director, going for executive? Want to do it?
Not really.
Come on. That sounds like a yes.
Actually, I did want to say something, then I'll do it.
Okay.
What do you guys think about doing of course, it's like she knows. It's like she knows it's my turn to talk. So you have this point challenge going on this week, Brent, and one of the things that I realized, I've been like in the Focus on Fiji group, we all talked about how none of us had good numbers last week, right? And so I was trying to think about why was that? And for me, I had 0 new conversations about Isagenix last week. So I had 0 numbers. I was talking to my people that are already enrolled about business, but I wasn't reaching out. And so I don't know if anyone else on this call, I'm going to challenge myself to talk to 20 people by Sunday. And I don't know if anyone else wants to join me with that challenge and see how many no's I can get, because the more no's I get, then I'll be able to get some yeses. Carla has thumbs up. You with me?
Who else is in? I'll put a little incentive in there.
I might even try and go for having 50 conversations, but 20 is my baseline. So, and for me, conversations is a little, I mean, those are messages for me too. I do not prioritize being on the phone that much. So, but I don't know if anyone else wants to join me for that.
Yeah, so anyone that decides to jump in on that, let me know, and we'll do something kind of fun with that. So just there's that's a good one. We can
I
everybody.
think you have to like write your names down and show your list at the end of the week or something.
Yeah, we'll actually write them all down, have them for next Tuesday. Have them for next week's call.
I just think we get new people especially get so discouraged after the first no. So if we have that list of, no, my goal isn't necessarily to enroll someone. My goal is to first just have conversations so I can practice sharing. Yep. And then go for, of course, enrolling is the ultimate goal, but just having for a new person, I feel like that's a really good person. So.
Yeah, and the conversation, at some part of the conversation has got to be the conversation about, there's got to be some version of a conversation about Isagenix. So it can't just right. Hey, how's your day, right? So like, you've got to do a little
reconnection that leads into talking about Isagenix.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
and a tip on that too. So with Whole Blend coming out, and I saw Stephanie did a similar post today, but I posted asking people who are plant-based what their source of protein is. And I got a ton of engagement from people who don't ever comment on anything. So that's changing Facebook algorithms for me. And then when I post about Celebration and the new plant-based Whole Blend, I'm hoping that will gain more engagement as well. So
That's a great question, Michaela. What did you just make a Facebook post asking people what it is?
yep, I said it was similar to my Great Nutrition one where I'd said anyone in here plant-based and have a goal of 40% protein for your macros. But on my personal page, I just said plant-based friends, what is your favorite protein source?
I like that a lot. I want to
A
steal
lot
that
of people, and several people were saying things that they're not a source of protein, but I got them engaged and now I can talk to them about it. And like an avocado is not protein, but I'm glad you like them. They're good. They're good for you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Isn't it funny?
it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that they're like, oh yeah, I eat healthy. And you're like, what did you have? And they're like 3 bananas and an apple. And you're like, that's awesome. So
Yeah, I made a similar post about like, what are you doing to boost your immune system? So that got some engagement too.
okay, that's good stuff. Anybody else have any posts that recently they've made that have gotten a lot of connection, a lot of comment? Positive, not political, please.
Yeah, I invited everyone on a vacation.
Yeah, I saw that post actually. Yeah.
It was so dumb. It was one of those I'm bored at night, and I have gotten more people to reach out and talk to me, ask me if I'm really going, even say, wow, Isagenix is really doing good for you if you're going there.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's been fun.
And that, you know what that means, Greta, is that means that's what's in people's minds. They know that that's actually a huge compliment to you, because that means that person, when they think about that, they're thinking you, they're thinking Isagenix, and they're thinking success. And that's a huge compliment to you. So
Yeah, it was really
well done.
fun.
No, that's a great one. All right, cool. All right, let's knock this out. All right, you share, they share. I want to, Michaela, you're enrolling me. And my friends are Bob and April.
All right. So you're gonna, let's say you went for the value pack. We'll just do value packs because
Right.
that's
Yep.
fun, right?
Yep.
So you've got a value pack, just $5.99, right?
Yep.
And you convinced both Bob and April to also get value packs.
Okay.
And by doing that, you got $100 cash bonus from Isagenix based on what they ordered. And we'll be strategic and do that in the same week. Sign
Okay.
both in the same week. What Isagenix is going to do is double that bonus. So you're going to get $200 from each of them. So that's $400 just in bonuses. Plus, you enrolled 2 people, which makes you the first tier of Isagenix business, which is a consultant. You get $100 bonus for that right now because there's an extra incentive for that. So you just make $500, and then Bob and April both decide that they have 2 people that can sign up with them. So Bob signs up 2 people. It doesn't matter to you necessarily what those people order, but for them, they can get the same bonuses you do by also signing people up with a value pack or any other pack. And by signing them up, so Bob creates 2 people, you just made him a consultant. So Isagenix is going to give you $100 bonus for him becoming a consultant. And he's going to give April $100, or give you $100 bonus for April becoming a consultant. And that brings you to manager. And if you do that in your first 60 days, you're going to get another $250 bonus from Isagenix. Is it the first 60 or first 30?
For 60.
Okay. Okay, so then Isagenix will continue. They're super generous. you continue to do that. You build another one of those pods of a friend with two friends, make another consultant. Isagenix is going to give you another $100 for each of those. And if you do just 4 more, so have 6 consultants total, that gets you to director. You'll get another $400 for those other 4 consultants. I'm sorry, now I have another child in here too. And you're gonna, if you do that in your first 90 days, you're gonna get a $750 bonus from Isagenix. And then if you do that and you make 10 consultants, you get to executive, and you get a $1,000 bonus if you do that in your first 180 days.
Correct. And director is how many days?
90.
No, 120.
Oh, 120.
So you have 180 days to get to executive, and you have 120 days to get to director. Okay. So well done. And again, you guys, this is just the fast, quick money. Can you tell me what the other quick incentives are other than executive? As far as like bonuses?
Well, okay, so you get your bonuses for your double PIB or product introductory bonus.
Okay.
And that's for whatever someone orders. So it's based on the number of points. Everything that you order from Isagenix has a points system assigned to it. So if I order something that's worth 50 points, Isagenix will give you a 10% bonus in cash. So you'll get a $5 bonus if they order 50 BB. And then there's double product bonuses for certain products, and that's certain packs. So if you enroll 2 people with qualifying packs in the same week, then you double that PIB.
Okay.
There's your rank advancement bonuses, which we just talked about.
Okay. So you got PIB, you got rank advancement. How about cycle related bonuses? Do you know them?
Oh, yeah. So the first time that you get 5 cycles in 1 week, Isagenix gives you 200.
250.
250.
Yeah.
And that happens twice. So you can, the first 2 times that you get 5 cycles in 1 week. So in a cycle is you have 300 points on one side and 600 points on the other side. And then the 10 cycle bonus is $500.
Correct. 2 times.
Do that 2 times as well. And then there's also a 20 cycle bonus. I don't remember how much that is, and a 40 cycle bonus.
It's 1,000. 2 times. Okay. So those are your quick bonuses. Okay. And so you got your product introduction bonuses, your rank advancement bonuses, and then your cycle related bonuses. In addition to that, you also have pools. So there's pool bonuses as manager and pool bonuses as director now. And then lastly is the executive lifestyle bonus, which is $750 every week, or pardon me, every month, $750 every month, and then $1,000 the 3rd month. Okay. On a rotation. So every 3 months in a row is an additional $1,000, because it turns out to be $10,000 a year to stay at executive. All right. Good job. That's really well done, Michaela. All right. Cool. All right. So that's it, you guys. Thank you guys so much again for being on here. If you guys have any questions, feel free. I'll stay on here for a few minutes. Otherwise, we'll let you guys go for the evening. And I hope to see all of you on the Celebration Zoom call. All right. If you have any questions about getting on the Celebration Zoom, shoot me a message. I'll help you get on there so that you guys can be a part of that. Cool. All right.
Cool. Goodbye.
We're out. See you guys.